guys, it's Sarah, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's Top 5 Wednesday. As always, Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey from diaries Lainey. I'll link both her channel and the Goodreads group down below in case you want to join in too. This week's topic is your top 5 favorite fandoms. Now, there wasn't really any parameters on this, so I don't know how involved with these fandoms I have to be, but for me, being a part of a fandom is just that I'm a huge fan. I follow everything that goes on with it, and I reblog things on Tumblr, and I think about it a lot. That's pretty much it for me. I don't really write fan fiction. I don't really do anything else crazy. I don't cosplay, but these are just my thoughts on these different fandoms that I really like or admire, even if it's just from afar. Also, this isn't just limited to books, so this is actually going to include a lot of TV shows that I like. Coming in at number 5 is One Tree Hill. This is kind of a random fandom, that rhymed, to bring up. I rewatched all of One Tree Hill about a year ago, and it kind of just reignited my love for the show. I had only watched a few on TV when they were on, but then I went back on Netflix and I binge watched all of them. There's 10 seasons, that's a big commitment. So many feels in that show. It's so cheesy, but I'm telling you, Nathan and Haley, #Naley. Sometimes I just think about Nathan and Haley and I kind of get tears in my eyes because I just love them so much. For those of you who don't know, One Tree Hill is about these two guys who find out they're brothers in the beginning of the show, and they're kind of like sworn enemies, and they both play basketball, and it's kind of like a high school teenager-y show, and there's a lot of love and loss and coming of ageness, and I just love it so much. Also, the season when Peyton has a stalker is like the best season. Coming in at number 4 is The Vampire Diaries. Yes, I watched The Vampire Diaries. I've been watching it for over 5 years now, and it's always been something that I've loved and held dearly to my heart, even when some of the seasons were not that good. Delena was a ship that I felt so very deeply in my bones. I don't love Delena as much as the show has gone on. There are some other ships that are really good. I won't say what they are, no spoilers here, but I just love that show. It gives me such fun feelings when I watch it. I know it's cheesy, but I love it, and I have always followed a ton of Vampire Diaries related Tumblrs and reblogged GIFs and just felt all the feels all the time. I also used to watch a lot of those like music videos that people make with like clips from the show, and they make it all artsy and like edited really well, and sometimes I still watch them. I go back and they're really good. Coming in at number 3 is Orphan Black. Now, this is one of my favorite shows of all time. It's honestly up there. Sometimes I feel like it's my number 1 favorite show, but I just love everything related to Orphan Black. It's such a good show. All you need to know is it is a show about clones, and Tatiana Maslany, who plays pretty much all the main characters, she plays literally like 10 different people, is amazing. She is the queen of our generation, an amazing actress. And I also follow a lot of Tumblrs related to Orphan Black and like to reblog things, and I just love it so much. I'm actually not caught up on season 3, so I've been watching that recently because I bought it on DVD, and I just love that show so much. Tatiana Maslany is so good at acting that sometimes she'll play a clone pretending to be the other clone, and her nuances are so deep that you can tell which clone is pretending to be the other clone because she's so good at acting. You need to watch the show. Coming in at number 2 is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My love for Buffy runs so deep. I have all the seasons on DVD, and I think about Buffy often. I think about Buffy and Spike like all the time, like OTP forever. I pretty much like anything Joss Whedon does, but specifically Buffy has a special place in my heart. I also really like Angel, but Buffy would probably be my favorite out of the two. And coming in at number 1 is Harry Potter. Of course, that's the obvious answer. I feel like everyone's gonna have that in their top 5. But seriously, I mean it. When I was a kid, they were my favorite books, like of all time. I love Harry Potter so much, and I used to honestly do role-playing on the Harry Potter message boards. I would play Hermione, I'd play Ginny, I'd write stories, I'd read fan fiction sometimes. My love for Harry Potter went very deep, so that's kind of a fandom that I think I'll always be a part of, and I am super excited for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, like you don't even know. I actually recorded a trailer reaction to that, which I'll be posting eventually. It's not really relevant anymore, but I'm still gonna post it. Also, I want to do an honorable mention for Veronica Mars. I actually think it would have made one of the numbers on this list, but I forgot about it until I was making this video and already talking. But Veronica Mars is one of my favorite shows of all time, and similar to the others, I follow a lot of Tumblrs related to Veronica Mars. Logan and Veronica are one of my top OTPs of all time. I love love-hate relationships. It's just such a good show. If you've never watched it, you need to do that because it's about a girl detective, and Veronica is like, she actually might be my favorite female lead of all time. It's Veronica and Buffy and then Penryn from Angel Fall, but those are like my top 3 favorite female characters of all time. But it's very, very good. But that was pretty much my list. That was my top 5 and an honorable mention, although the honorable mention probably would have made the list if I had been planning more appropriately. Let me know down below what fandoms you're a part of. That would be cool to discuss. And I hope you enjoyed watching. You're all beautiful. Have a nice day. Also, this is a very recent fandom for me to join, but I recently started listening to Pentatonics, and I watched their documentary, and I'm kind of obsessed with them, and I think about them all the time, and I listen to them all the time, and I think I might be in their fandom. I don't know if that's a thing. I feel like a lot of people are obsessed with Pentatonics. I don't know.